2, 1, go. Let's go! Alright, welcome to Mirror's Edge. I am the Rixer, this is MrWalrus.
Hello.
This game is quite fantastic for speedrunning because it's just got such a nice movement tech. I'll get into everything, but the first thing I think you should get into is he's going to try to clear this gap with something that looks like a double jump. This is a kick glitch. In fact, 2 kick glitches, really nice. Basically what he does is he binds his jump button to the scroll wheel, and when he wall run kicks, you have a little window to where you can jump off that little invisible platform that is beneath you. I'm pretty sure the programmers used it so they didn't, so you wouldn't clip into the floor and stuff like that. So if you just bind the scroll wheel to the jump button, you can you can jump off that. He's going to be using that a lot to reach distances you're normally not supposed to. The other thing you'll see here is side jump boosting, or side step boosting, same thing. It's right that. It's where he turns 90 degrees. He gets up to maximum running speed instantly. Yeah, that's quite a hard strat right there. There's a few other small things that you might not see. Like, it's really difficult to explain if you don't know how the momentum of the game works. But that's a ground kick glitch. Basically, it's just a kick glitch, like straight from the ground. Maybe the terrain is a little sloped. So yeah, there's just a lot of things that you get thrown at. There's so many speed techniques for this. There's speed vaulting, wall boost, kick glitch, side jump boosting. But wall boosting is another one. It's basically when you face a wall and look into it, the harder you face that wall, the more you get like a boost off of it. That's a wall boost right there. And yeah, it's quite useful. So is the kick glitch. Like, he's going to be able to clear this gap right here really nicely just with the kick glitch. It goes really far. You can also chain kick glitches together, which he did at the start. He chained 2 together. And he's going to be trying a trick in Chapter 2. It's incredibly difficult where he's going to be chaining 4 kick glitches together. And if he hits it, it's going to save about 40 seconds. So coming up is probably the only RNG part of the game, actually. It's one of the very minor ones. Server room might be the other one, but once he gets out of this elevator, he's going to have to jump over these guards. We are running the game on easy. In chapter run modes, it is on normal, so it is harder to get. It is easier to get over the guards on in any percent because you play on easy. So yeah, got past him pretty nice there. And coming up is extended chapter 1 skip, where he will be kick glitching off this really thin wall right here. He's going to turn around. It's going to be a lag spike right here. Got chapter 1 skip, no problem. Really nice.
So far, so good.
Yeah, that's really, really, really good movement here. Chapter 1 skip, basically, you kick glitch into a wall boost. So with the jump you use from the invisible floor, you look into the wall a lot, and then you just spam the scroll wheel, and you boost off the wall, and you'll be able to make it over to the glass part where you slide. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Makes it over that with a wall boost. So yeah, every single move in this game, you can just you can chain them together so well. You can kick glitch into wall boost. Like right here, he's gonna kick glitch and he's gonna wall boost off that. It's just all those small things. Right there is actually something you might not have noticed. He actually missed a speed vault. Speed vault is basically climbing up a ledge. That was kind of a speed vault, but it's climbing up a ledge in like the best animation. There are several animations to get over a railing or up a ledge of any sorts. If Faith kind of does like the double grab, that's like kind of the slow grab. But if she uses 1 foot and 1 hand, you get more speed coming up that. I'll explain the railing speed vault a little later. But yeah, right here he's also, as I said, with the whole movement is really well chained together in this run. What Walrus is going to do right here, he's going to fall down here, he's going to wall run kick, and what that is going to do is give him that invisible platform, he's going to side jump off of it. So instead of kick glitching, you can also side jump off of it. And he's controlling his height really well to get to a place where he usually would fall down. Yeah. So he would have normally died there, but the fall animation the fall like damage gets cancelled by the wall run kick. It's really nice double wall boost there. I really like Chapter 1. It's a really nice movement area in the game. A lot of things like the thing that's so awesome about this game is that the community is so large that there's going to be so many runners. You will never see one person do the same run. Everyone's going to be doing something different. Some guy's going to be like Walrus just turned like there was a split path as you saw. He turned left. It's pretty much a 50-50 from the community. Some people go right, or some people go straight ahead. There's a kick glitch right here to skip to the end. That saves a lot of time too. That's a pretty nice Chapter 1.
See if we can get Canal skip.
Yeah, let's see. So yeah, right here, this is what I was talking about with the fast vault. Right there, that's the fastest animation to get over a railing. This is probably the hardest skip in any percent. I really like that double kick glitch. I get that a lot too. It's really nice. He's gonna climb up here, and this is technically out of bounds. He's gonna be going for a really difficult strat. It's about a 50-50 shot for Walrus. A lot of people have actually gotten discouraged to run this game because of this. Yeah, this is known as Canal skip. We also call it cannoli for some reason. It's a community thing. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's really, really, really hard. So Walrus told me earlier he was going to give it one shot, and that's about it. It's very unlikely to get in a marathon. It's ridiculously hard. Like I said, it was 4 kick glitches chained together. It's just not.
The start is like the hardest part of that chain.
Yeah, it is. Timing the first kick is just. Oh, timing the first kick is really hard. So you're going to be seeing kind of an older skip, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's just simply called Chapter 2 skip. From the canals, you skip into the storm drains, but we're going to be going through an extra checkpoint. So you're going to be seeing that area. That's not that big of a problem to miss canal skip, though. Can still be a pretty good run. And the thing about this game is the skill cap and like the difficulty of the run is insane. This run could go really smoothly, or it could go completely terrible. It never seems to be right in the middle. You never get like a decent run. It's either really good or really bad, just from the looks. Like if you try to race this game, you'll just notice how much of a train wreck of a run you'll sometimes end up getting, and you still finish. So he's gonna just go out of bounds right here. This is really poorly programmed, and he's gonna go through this wall. So yeah, another thing right here is he's just jumping. This is just bunny hopping. The max running speed in this game is 26 kilometers per hour. When he jumps, he gets 29, sometimes 30. And right here, he's gonna die and hit at the bottom left part of the screen. You see that he hit the loading trigger. So he hit the place for the storm drains. So he's gonna hit the button here from behind. That's also known as the slide glitch or the use glitch. He binds the other part of the scroll wheel. Some people kick glitch with up, scroll up. Some people kick glitch with scroll down. Walrus does it with down and uses scroll up to. He binds it to the interact key, and the reason he does that is it's actually a PC only trick. It doesn't work on console. It skips the button animations for. You're gonna see it again here later. He's just gonna slide into buttons. It just skips the little animation of Faith just punching the button like that. She doesn't always do that. Could be different. You don't need to use a slide. You can also jump into it. You can use any sort of animation, even punching glass and other things. You're crazy. Oh my god, those straight kick glitches. So yeah, he's just gonna crouch right there and skip completely into that. Those kick glitches are absolutely crazy.
I always do them.
Yeah,
I can't like not do them anymore.
That's insane though. No one does those. So yeah, okay, yeah, missed the animation skip there, but that's basically what it looks like. Just that little animation of Faith pressing the button.
Actually, I got it, but then after it, I pressed the button again.
Oh yeah, okay. Hopefully you don't get this dumb glitch right here. Okay. Yeah, so right here is a pretty weird strat. It's not that recent, but it's a little bit. He's gonna jump and coil, and then he's gonna wall run, wall climb, turn jump to get up here. He's gonna do that twice, and this saves about 6 seconds over the old route, and allows him to get over to this button faster. So yeah, we have to wait for this elevator to come up, and then it's just some guards. If we got any donations, I think we got time for a few, like 2 or 3. Yeah, 2 or 3 donations.
We have a $10 donation from Zuketra saying, Cannoli, take Walrus to the Storm Drain Oli. Best of luck with the run from all of the Mirror's Edge lads. Heart. P.S. Walrus, you are the best Mirror's Edge player in the world. We have a $5 donation from Hayadlo saying, Walrus is love, Walrus is life. We need another PB, 0.6 seconds off the world record. We have a $5 donation from Spot Hydra saying, no resets. This isn't the real Walrus. Kappa.
Oh, nice. So right there, he clipped through the elevator by pressing it and like kind of diving backwards into it.
Oh shit.
Oh. Okay, so you left too early, right?
Too late.
Okay, too
The
late.
area loaded under me, so I couldn't get in anymore.
Oh, you spawned there. That's interesting.
Yeah. It's like the silliest mistake
Okay.
out there.
Yeah. I only recognize Zook from the donations there. Thank you, Zook. Shoutouts to the Squid Squad.
Jackknife may know something about Pope's murder, so
Yeah, Mirror's Edge community is great. Thanks to all of them.
God knows who he's working for now.
There you go. So that allows him to get a little bit ahead. Yeah, that's basically when he gets that. The game thinks he's still in the elevator, and you can't jump when you're in an elevator, so he has to wait for it. And Jackknife's model just kind of spawns there. Jackknife Chase is actually kind of one of the coolest part of the run. Unfortunately, it's not Jackknife Chase anymore since that was found. It's just this area. Can you actually still lose the chase?
Yeah, and you can still hear his sounds. He's just not here.
Okay, yeah. So just like before, he's gonna do quite a cool speed vault right here, where he's gonna hatch onto that wall. Comes a really nice kick glitch off this orange wall, and then into this white one right here. I guess I'll try to go into the way kick glitches work. If you face a wall at exactly 45 degrees, it'll go usually straight. That's like a straight kick glitch. If you face like with the wall, like along it, it'll go outwards. If no matter, this is the hard part. If you stick on a wall for like more than 0.3 seconds, it'll always go outwards, no matter what angle you face it at.
Can you find another way through?
So that's why Walrus is kicking instantly as he's getting onto the wall.
There we go.
Yeah. So that is Jackknife kick glitch. Allows him to skip over a whole bunch of level on the left there. This is chapter 3. Probably notoriously known for the Noob Slayer. It kills a lot of new players. There's 3C is a really difficult checkpoint. Even good people can have issues with 3C. 3 is a little bit tough too. But yeah. Right there he did a really weird strat where when you hold Alt, that is like a guidance thing that the game has, where where the game sort of like puts you in the direction you're supposed to go in. And when you wall climb and jump off of it, you just turn around like instantly 180 when you hold Alt. Okay, so right here, when he opens his door, he's going to do a really weird lamp grab. If he gets it from the right angle, he's just going to clip straight through the ceiling. And this allows us to get to checkpoint B earlier. You can do it from pretty much both angles. Yeah, but like, just as long as you grab it at an angle, jump into here. When you see that thing on the bottom left, that means that he hits a checkpoint trigger. So a lot of the time when you're wondering if he goes out of bounds to get a trigger, then that's usually why. Like, it's because he hits the trigger, quits and loads, and it reloads the previous part of the level. Climbs up the office here. And if you can hear the game right now, here in about 30 seconds, you're gonna be hearing RIP headphone users. That's gonna be twice in this run. It's actually 3 seconds faster or so to have a free scroll mouse for this game when running it, because there's an elevator coming up soon-ish that does like when you if you don't have free scroll, you need to sit there and like scroll the wheel massively. But if you have a free scroll, it's gonna sound more like this. It can sound a lot worse than that, but yeah, that's kind of the picture.
Yeah, I kind of went past the button with the sliding down.
So this is 3C.
Out up ahead.
Uh,
For the cranes, and I'll update
Still
you
kind of a
as we get closer.
weird checkpoint. This is kind of a weird kick glitch. He needs to like face the air a little bit to get a reverse angle kick glitch. Like he basically goes like behind 90 degrees. Like your kick glitch basically goes in the opposite angle. This is the jump that, yeah, that's a really difficult jump.
Drake's gotta hide out
Some
up
people
ahead.
jump on top of the box. I do that. Like it's kind of 50-50. Some people jump below it. Some people don't. Sometimes you die from that, and sometimes you don't, depending on your height. But yeah, the roll saved him there. I guess I should mention with rolling is kind of slow, so most of the time you'll see him just try to skip the roll animation as much as he can, whether it be like resetting like fall damage and stuff like that. So yeah, just in general rolls are pretty slow, but sometimes they are needed. So yeah. Next up is checkpoint 3D. I guess I should mention this game has 10 chapters, sort of, if you count prologue. But yeah, this is chapter 3 out of 9. So he's going to save and load there, and that's going to put him at the top there. It saves like half a second maybe on no loads.
It saves RTA time as well, actually.
Yeah, it's because you're outside the elevator too. Yeah. So this is also kind of an out of bounds. He just jumps over there's an invisible wall, so that's why he goes so high up there. And he's going to do the cylinder building kick glitch right here. He tried to face right there because sometimes you can steer the kick glitch, just so he wouldn't like have to grab any of the debris or construction. And here's a trick that is really cool, but it's not used very much. But whenever there is a mattress, instead of landing on it, like to get a heavy landing on it, you can actually use the Q thing to turn 180, and you'll just basically slide right off. It looks like this. And you can still move while you do it, so that's really good.
Did you just do what I think you
Okay,
did?
so once you're in here, the
Goddamn,
game fades
girl, I
out.
just spilt my Joe all over
That's
the
chapter 3.
keyboard.
Hey, can you get a message to Miller? I need to see him again.
Sure.
So moving on to chapter 4 is one of the shorter chapters, where you actually have to do stuff. I would say the train at the end actually takes up most of the action here. Oh, nice, really good. That's really nice to get in one try. That's pretty difficult to get. Like, it's really finicky here. So he's gonna clip over this fence, or he's gonna jump over it. And what he's gonna do right here, he's gonna slide, and he's gonna pause the game. As you can see below him, the floor is gonna turn black, right there. Yep. And when he dies, he ends up in the train section. Not quite sure which this checkpoint is, 4C or 4D. So right here he's gonna go for blue wall. There's a train kind of behind him, and if he looks into the wall here, he's just gonna wall boost all the way, and hopefully the train is nice. It sure was, and he's just gonna skip right past that. So you need to have really good movement in this section because there's still a train cycle he has to catch, and you can skip waiting for a train if your movement is really good. With that fail wall boost, I think that still might do it. If you can see the train over there, it probably is going to make it.
Should do it.
Yeah, should make it. It's pretty good movement in the janitor room there. So once again, he's just bunny hopping to gain that little extra like 3 kilometers per jump. That's really nice. Let's get both the trains there. So he needs to turn off some fans right here. He's just going to press this button that's up here. Just gonna slide into it once more. Skip the animation. So right here is about a 1-minute train ride. You're gonna do train boosting.
Hey, the train. Take the train.
No, they're too hard. It's a community joke. Don't worry about it. We probably got time for a few donations.
Yep.
On the train ride here.
We have a $5 donation from Philotrax saying Cranes KG, Infinite Wall Climb, and Super Extended Bev or Riot. We have a $4.20 donation from Arstiger saying this is towards Ventridge. Good luck on the run, Kappa. And a reminder, you are watching the purple stream of the European Speedster Assembly 2015 live from Skövde, Sweden. We're streaming from Sunday the 28th of June until Sunday the 5th of July, collecting donations for Doctors Without Borders. Make sure to give the Yellow Stream some love. They are doing an excellent game right now, Diddy Kong Racing. Highly recommend grabbing yourself 2 streams, watching them both, and participating in chats.
The train comes behind you. Get the hell out of here. Work, kiddo.
All right. That's the end of chapter 4. He just kind of stopped himself there from just by going into the sign. Chapter 5 is really interesting. There's this first kick glitch right here. Really nice. It saves a lot of time too. It saves a lot of time just by walking around the street. The guards won't really like do anything here. So basically he just like from the wall run kick he loses enough height that you can roll and land on the thing here. Okay, so in this next room, there is something called, in a few rooms, he's going to purposely slow down here a little bit. He's just going to grab these to purposely not get something called Black Elevator. This next elevator can sometimes not load, and he'll have to do the entirety of 5A over again, that elevator. But yeah, of course it loaded. Gets the elevator clip here too. I think there's one more elevator clip.
Nope.
Nope, okay.
That should be over.
I was just thinking 6A maybe.
Yeah, that was
No, not
whatever
6A. The one in chapter 6. So I think actually chapter 5 is one of the more interesting ones. It's really long and it's got a lot of stuff to it. Okay, I was just waiting if you actually went for that. Yeah, this elevator shaft is one of the weirdest ones. There's like so many ways to do it, but what he's gonna try to do, he's gonna jump in the corner, wall boost, wall climb, and then try to grab the one right there. There you go. Pretty nice. You're gonna do the quit here?
Ah, no.
All right. So coming up a little bit is another one of these speed vaults that I've been talking about. It's basically repressing W at the right time whenever you let go of something. He's gonna do it right here. Whenever you after this one, he's gonna jump a little bit outwards and then repress W at the right timing, and Faith will do the thing where she puts one hand on it instead of using both her hands, so that carries the speed.
It bugged out. You should be able to get to the mall without being shot at.
Oh my god, you nearly got that too. Wow, that would have been insane if you got that.
Almost.
Yeah,
Almost.
wow. I mean, you got like 2.5. I would say that's a really good attempt. That's the new Eden kick glitch chain. Like I said before, you can chain kick glitches, but they are beyond difficult. Walrus just try to chain 4 together right there for no reason because he's insane. So yeah, really nice there. After this elevator, there's some weird pillars. You can kick glitch and like wall boost off them. They're a little bit finicky, but yeah. So mall's one of the most interesting areas because it's so like tight spaced, but at the same time it's really cool. Yeah, they are pretty finicky, these pillars here. The way Faith grabs this one is also kind of weird. She just kind of does it. Oh yeah, never mentioned this. Whenever you fall down vents like this, you just do like a kick. You need to not be moving. You need to be falling directly down. And yeah, I'll explain it later. This is really important. One try. That's insane.
Well, it should
that is the Maul Beamer. How did he get that in one try? I don't understand. Oh man. Okay, so basically he wall climbed, and then what he did was he turned at the exact right time. The game zips him backwards, and he ends up grabbing the railing that's like above and behind him, sort of thing. It's a really tight room to hit that turn, and he just got it in like one try. That can take like 20. A lot of new people just hate that completely. Consistency with that is really weird, and Walrus just hit it in one try. So yeah, that kick there I was explaining earlier. Yeah, so many things going on, so I'm trying to fit everything in here. That kick just basically cancels a roll or a heavy landing. So yeah, it's one of my favorite wall boosts here. Yeah, you can go really far into that vent. So yeah. Yeah, you're being called a beamer god.
Nice.
This is chapter 6. This is quite a weird trick coming up right here. Once he gets the first part, he also has to focus on the second one. So let's see here. Nice. That's part 1. What he does there is he does 2 jumps, rolls off an invisible part of the fence here. Now he's out of bounds, and he's going to try to clip into the factory here with a kick glitch. The visual cue is kind of the little pole thingy on the right there, and the factory loads in. I want to say that's a little risky. You didn't actually check if the PC loaded fast enough. Yeah, so on some PCs, if some PCs load slow, you won't have the factory load in mid-air in the kick glitch. So some people pause buffer it to have the factory load in, and Walrus just kind of went for it. This is also this is quite recent. If you free scroll this button, that elevator that's above just zips straight up. It's a cool, yeah. They can do a double wall boost there. It's really fast.
Same thing actually with this button here. You freeze scroll for this and it saves like 2 seconds. Just at the start gets a little bit of a boost.
Alright, so here's PK training. This is pretty much just skipping the animations of like right here he's gonna do a speed vault, he's gonna do another one. It's just repressing W at the right time to get the fast vaults. Just saves that tiny bit of time. Yep. So coming up to the final checkpoint here. I knew it. I knew I didn't mention it. The game has the lowest % chance of crashing there.
Amazing.
Oh, I knew it. I wanted to mention it, but I'm not gonna jinx it. So
I was thinking about saying it as well.
Yeah. I do think, even though it had the little checkpoint thing at the bottom, I think he has to do PK training over again.
Nah, usually it works out.
Okay.
Usually it starts.
Okay, nice. Here. Okay, so it's not too bad. But I somehow knew it. Wait, did you get that? No, you didn't. Okay. What's even a lower % chance is that window can break right there. Yeah. The window, sometimes the guards can shoot it, and it's so, it'll rarely happen. It really will.
Don't mess around with it. Just run. There's some train tracks up ahead of you. Could be a way out.
I've never seen that.
Oh, nice.
That's really cool. That's really cool. That sure is faster. Do you drop off the train a little earlier there?
Yeah.
Yeah, saves a few frames, if anything. The game auto drops you onto the train, but you can save a few frames if you just jump off it manually before it. So this is chapter 7, the boat. We won't be going on any boat. That's the boat right there. We don't like the boat. Let's just skip it. So he's gonna do a kick glitch across this gap right here. And yeah, we're halfway through the chapter. This is such a short chapter. It's 45 to 50 seconds. And I think once he skips over this fence right here, he goes from checkpoint A to E or F. which is the final one, which is basically just the fight. You need to wait here anyway, so he just like kind of messes around, does a kick glitch there. So yeah, that's Celeste. That's like pretty much the last checkpoint of Chapter 7. Not a whole lot of interesting stuff about this one, except that you just skip the entire boat. That is the biggest skip in the game, though. Just getting to this checkpoint early. Such a huge skip. He fights Celeste in such a way that she didn't do any rolls, did she?
No.
Yeah. Kind of corners her there. And this is Chapter 8. It's a really cool one as well. Just like 5, I think it has some really cool parts of it. This part is notoriously known to have the Atrium. Chapter 8 and 9 are the 2 areas that are probably the most known for in casual, to be some of the hardest. Chapter 8's Atrium and Chapter 9's what's it called, sniper area and server room. They're pretty hard. So yeah, right here he's gonna do a kick glitch and side jump, because the kick glitch would not have made it over to that area. I do that too, that wall run kick. Just those tiny optimizers.
Here we have the best elevator of the game, the reggae-vator.
Yeah. Plays reggae music. Guess I should have mentioned here, this is the, I think this is the introduction of the, no, I think that they're in Chapter 6. But these enemies can tase you, and your jump is like basically nullified. Like you can't jump, so you're like numb in that little time. Here's one of the coolest like small skips in the game. Is this pipe skip. So what Walrus is gonna do, he's gonna kick glitch and look away from the pipes, and he just goes straight through them. And right here, this is a death abuse. It saves time on no loads, probably on RTA as well. Puts him behind the door there. And this is the Atrium. Like, it looks really nice once you, like, can do everything in, like, you know, in one smooth motion, just do the entire Atrium. There is a strat in this area called the infinite wall climb, but it is beyond difficult. The regular way is really cool to look at, too, as well. It's a lot about just getting those speed vaults that Walrus is getting right here, as you see. So yeah, like I said, the one foot and hand.
What?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes it just doesn't, like, she didn't hatch on there. That was a pretty minor death anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. This side jump is actually completely safe, but it looks really, really like, looks really risky. And right here he's going to go for something called Ventrium skip. This skips going into the vent, and it skips straight to the truck area, or to the sniper area. And as soon as he jumps, you're going to see him hit a loading trigger. Got it right there, no problem. Saves about 12 to 15 seconds, I want to say.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah. He's going to grab the sniper. Just jumps on this, just to get like a little more angle. You know, to hit the truck a little bit earlier. Just like an angling thing. So he has to wait for the truck to appear, and he has to hit the front of it, right there. And here's the Easter egg.
Show off the rats here.
Yeah.
It's the rats.
Rat strats. Nice. If you shoot the middle of that, it's sort of like an Easter egg, because in the vent before, I mean, Walrus skipped it, they say, damn, the rats are getting big in here. And if you shoot that, you'll just have like a giant rat appear. That's kind of cool. This room is also really hard, but it takes like 10 seconds with 2 rolls. Pretty easy. So this is probably my favorite chapter. It's 9. Probably because I've grinded it too much. What's your favorite, actually?
Pretty hard to say. I don't know.
I think 5 is like another good one. It is really hard, but yeah. This is RIP Headphone Users Part 2. Be prepared. Yeah. Yeah, That is probably worse than the elevator at this point. He basically free scrolls the valve, and the fire comes out earlier than it's supposed to for some odd reason. It's a pretty recent discovery too. Coming up in the next room is also one of the hardest skips in the run. It is called Extended Beverage Skip, or Ventrage, where he's going to try to get into the sniper area from this lift. I'm going to try to explain it and then be quiet hereafter. So he's going to hit both the elevator buttons. He's going to hit it through the wall so that it goes up without him. And he's going to do a very precise motion to get into this. So he's going to hit it through the wall. And yeah.
Could be close. Let's see. No,
Oh.
so close.
Yeah, alright. It is really, really difficult. That does skip into the sniper section. You'll try it again?
Nah, I'll just take the
Okay.
safer way.
Okay.
Still died. Ah.
Yeah. So what he's going to do now is the regular beverage skip. This skips into the vent. It's, I want to say it's like 15 to 20 seconds slower than the ventrage skip. Instead of skipping into the sniper area, he's going to get into he's just going to get into like an area. This skip's pretty easy. He's just going to aim for this spot in the sky, and gonna wait for that thing to get off screen. And here we go. It's gonna land on that vent. Little bit. It's a little bit further away than in the sniper area.
Oh damn. Wasn't expecting to get that.
Yeah, the speed vault.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you just jump into it, you don't expect to get that. So one funny thing that actually a lot of like new runners, when they want to pick up this game, they always say, "Is it faster to punch around corners in the vents?" We just do it because like you're not gonna do anything anyway. But what Walrus is gonna do right here is this is probably the final skip of the game. This is sniper skip. He's gonna get up here, and he's gonna jump along this really thin line. It is actually a little bit easier than it looks, but he's just gonna jump across this area. It's pretty easy to line up. But yeah, there you go. Probably, yeah, one more skip. It's a server room. So if there's any donations, this would be your time. This is a long elevator.
We have a $5 donation from TechBug 2012. Good luck on going speedy, Walrus, from me and the rest of the Mirror's Edge community. We have a $1.69 donation from Arster saying, "Don't forget the rat," and I know we didn't. We have a $5 donation from Quitch saying, "Mad props to Walrus for the Mirror's Edge run. The commentary was awesome too. Best run yet." We have a $20 donation from Yolnir saying, "Game crashing? Blame Cannoli."
It looks like the security doors to the roof are closed, okay? If you destroy those servers...
Alright, server room, probably notoriously known to be the hardest casual room in the game. We're gonna do something quite weird here. Walrus is, I'm not playing. He's just gonna get behind this guard, and he's going to like rapidly swipe the mouse, and then get over that area. That skips having to a little bit caught on the door there.
Yeah.
Skips having to shoot all the generators or whatever they are.
Servers.
Yeah.
That's why it's server room.
And yeah, that's yeah. And it opens up the final door. It skips having to do all that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to press this button pretty soon. Kick or grab?
Up.
Kick or grab? Grab. All right. And that. Mirror's Edge.
There we go.
It's RTA.
Sub 40.
Probably like a low 35, no loads maybe.
Something like that.
Something like that. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Alright.
There you go.